Good afternoon, YouTube. I'm Robert Alvarez. I'm also known as Robert Alvarez, the Psychic Witch, and in my YouTube videos, Mr. Lighting and a Fan. And yes, I have plenty of natural lighting because we're doing this during the day, hence why I said good afternoon, and the fan, Mr. Lighting and a Fan. How you doing? So right now the time is approximately 12:39 p.m. Eastern Time, and the date is Wednesday, September 29th, 2021. The moon is waning in Cancer and the sun is transiting in Libra. And as most of you know, I change my pendants depending upon the transiting sun sign. And normally I alternate. Like 1 year I'll wear the rose quartz pendant when the sun is in Libra, but a lot of times I like to wear this beautiful white opal pendant. And of course I'm going to have Drake, more commonly known as my awesome audiovisual person for my YouTube videos, do a close-up of this beautiful pendant. This is one of those pendants that has a story. And I remember there is this wonderful store in Greenwich Village, and they sell a lot of jewelry and antiques, and I have a wonderful friend named Jackie. He used to call it a museum. So they do have museum-like pieces. It's called Nusrati Imports, and yes, they're still open. So I remember 1 year I saw this very same pendant, and it was in January. So I thought to myself, oh, well, it's for my birthday because it's here. But I thought to myself, you know what, let me wait a little while longer. Let me not just automatically assume that just because I'm seeing this in January, while the sun is still in Capricorn, my sun sign, that it's for me. Well, 8 months later, when the sun was in my rising sign, Leo, in early August, I'm like, it's still there, you know what, it's official, it is for me. So there you go. So this is the pendant that I'm currently wearing while the sun is in Libra. Before I go any further, I want to acknowledge my newest YouTube channel subscriber, Christopher Mead. Mead spelled with an E at the end, as opposed to mead like that wonderful beverage that so many witches know about. One of these days I will drink mead that's alcoholic. I usually prefer to drink the non-alcoholic mead, but one of these days I will do the alcoholic mead. Anyway, so last Saturday, which was September 25th, 2021, I received a pre-ordered item. Tarot for Kids, written by Theresa Reed, more commonly known as TheTarotLady, illustrated by Kailey Whitman, and of course I'm going to have my awesome audiovisual person for my YouTube videos do a close-up of the cover of the box. And I'm going to have him do a 360, or I'm going to spin it 360. So I want to tell you, I really, really love the deck. What I find fascinating is that it's made for kids, and the cards are larger than standard size. But I want to tell you, I love, love, love this deck. And I knew instinctively that this would be healing for my inner child. So, includes a deck, guidebook, and everything you need to start practicing the tarot. It is for ages 8 and up, but again, for children of all ages. I don't know if Ms. Whitman and Ms. Reed had that in mind, but that was what I thought of immediately. And I remember the day that I was looking through it, I was engaged in sacred solitude, and Drake, more commonly known as my awesome audiovisual person for my YouTube videos, had said to me, you're really getting into this deck. And I was like, yes. So some of the cards are renamed, but not the Fool. We're going to do a very quick walkthrough, by the way. So first of all, let me show you the gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous back of the card design. So I'm going to have Drake do a close-up of this. I love this back of the card design. I do not love the fact that I cannot tell from looking at the back of the card design if it is upright or reversed. I don't like that, but a lot of decks have it that way. So some of the cards are renamed, not the Fool or the Magician, but look at the High Priestess, which in this tarot deck is called the Moon Queen. Isn't she gorgeous? She's so beautiful. And I want to tell you, I looked at her and I was just like, oh, I love the pomegranates. They look so big and juicy. And I love that she's holding what looks like a full moon in her left hand. And there's this crescent moon that's not under her left foot, but it's actually to her right side. So it's like she's balancing her masculine and feminine energies. And look at the Empress. She's a Muslim woman wearing a hijab. And she's wearing an ankh, which I find fascinating. Because an ankh is not directly associated with Islam, if I'm not mistaken. So I was just like, oh, wow. So and of course, we have the rules, more commonly known as the Hierophant card. And we have the best friends, more commonly known as the Lovers card. Aren't they so cute? I'm like, yes. And there are angel wings. I don't even know there's the angel wings where the sun is. I'm like, oh. But then again, remember, traditionally, in a more like a classic tarot deck with the Rider-Waite Tarot, there is an angel above the lovers, and that angel is Archangel Raphael. When I began learning about the Lovers card, and I learned that Archangel Raphael was on this card, I was like, that is so important, because more people have more shit about their romantic relationships or the lack thereof than anything else. And I want to show you, of course, because of the Hermit's Cave, I love to show the Hermit card when I do a walkthrough. Not that I do walkthroughs that often. I am looking to change that, by the way. Isn't this a gorgeous Hermit card? I love this. And it's a woman. Isn't that cool? It's a woman Hermit. And then we have the Wheel, as opposed to the Wheel of Fortune. And I don't know about you in YouTube land, but the Hermit, I mean, the guy on the Justice card looks a lot like Harry Potter. I could be wrong. Now I want to show you some of my favorite cards. And I did my own walkthrough this past Saturday. I just could not wait. So, Ace of Wands. I love the Ace of Wands. It's so beautiful. And of course, I want to show you one of my... First of all, in virtually every tarot deck, I love the Six of Cups. Look at the Six of Cups. It has two boys. And one is giving another boy flowers. I love this. And the boy on the left looks Hispanic to me. And he's black. And I'm like, that's so cute. I'm just digging this. Digging this massively. All right. And look at the Page of Cups. So wintry. I love this. And it's fascinating to me because, you know, because the Ace of Cups traditionally corresponds to the summer solstice. Well, in my part of the world, the summer solstice. It's a summer suit to me. You know, the Ace of Cups to me represents the season of summer. And yet here is a Page of Cups on a frozen lake. So, and wearing winter wear, the knitted hat, the scarf, the long-sleeved pullover and pants. You know, so I'm like, I love that there's a winter scene on a Cups card. And it is a common theme even with the Knight of Cups, because it looks like there's ice in the background. I really, really dig this tarot deck. I love that the cards are larger than standard size. And I really just love the energy and the imagery. Ms. Whitman definitely has a new fan in me. And look, Ace of Coins as opposed to Pentacles. And I love that they have white lilies on them. You know, I don't usually see roses or lilies, which are traditionally associated with the Fool, the Magician, the High Priestess, and especially the Empress card. But seeing lilies, and especially white lilies on the Ace of Coins was a lovely surprise. And look at the Three of Coins. I feel like these three individuals are working together, and in a way that the other Three of Coins or Three of Pentacles cards doesn't depict. So I love that they're like really united in this project. You know, just real, and look at the Five of Coins. This is not the traditional image of the Five of Pentacles, which depicts one figure with a missing leg, with one leg, and the other one, the figure's mother, and they're out in the cold and the snow, and they're looking for shelter and warmth and nourishment. And for me, I'm looking at these two figures, and it looks like they're already moving in the direction of shelter and love and nourishment. And look at the Nine of Coins. I mean, she is just like so happy and so at peace with her wealth and her opulence. This is a wonderful meditation card for those of you who resist wealth and opulence. And I just got that now. And I just love the whole thing. I have not spent too much time with the book, so I want to see very quickly if there is a spread. And I actually do not see a spread. Oh, tarot spreads. I was on the wrong page. Okay. So, 13. Alright, so there are tarot spreads. There's a one-card spread. There's a beginning, middle, and end spread, which is similar to the past, present, and future spread. And there is the situation, what you need to know, and advice spread, which is another 3-card spread. That's fine. You know, I didn't expect there to be a lot of spreads. Usually personally, when I find tarot decks that are more elaborate, like let's say the Dreams of Gaia Tarot by Raven Phelan, that tarot deck has 2 spreads created exclusively for that deck, that's fine. Same thing with oracle card decks. I personally find that when oracle card decks have at least one spread that's exclusive to it, that makes me happy. I really love this deck. And for the record, it is a Sounds True product, as opposed to Chronicle Books, or Llewellyn, or Blue Angel Gallery. Sounds True is located in Boulder, Colorado, so Colorado, holla! I love this deck. I love the way it feels, and I've had it under my pillows for the last, actually since last Saturday night. So I'm going to quickly shuffle the deck, see what the collective wants us to know. Okay, I hope that got caught on camera. Am I back in frame? Okay. So the card that flipped out was the Queen of Wands, which is so interesting because, you know, I love the fact, and I'm going to have Drake, more commonly known as my awesome audiovisual person for my YouTube videos, do a close-up, because normally we don't see the cat so large in the foreground. We usually see that beautiful black cat sitting next to the Queen of Wands, but that cat is like, I'm going to go play and explore. And the cat is just gorgeous, like gorgeous. And I would swear that Ms. Whitman, I hope I'm saying her name, yes, Ms. Whitman knew so many people who love tarot also love black cats. I love how fluffy the sunflowers are. And given that wands are traditionally associated with the element of fire, the sunflowers being so fluffy and looking like having halos of living flame looks so appropriate. And I just noticed that the Queen of Wands has a collar that's very Egyptian, very ancient Egyptian specifically. So I love this. I love, love, love this. So I'm very excited about this deck. So Queen of Wands is saying, honor your inner fire. You know, that fire in the belly. Whenever you feel exhausted, whenever you feel like you need a boost of energy, visualize this fire in your belly. Visualize your Sacral Chakra, which is located in the genitalia region, but you can do So there's a bone here called the xiphoid, this is the seat of where the solar plexus is. So around this area, 4 fingers below the bottom of the xiphoid, you have the area of the sacral chakra, which includes the genitalia and the reproductive organs. So absolutely visualize this fire spiral and see it becoming wider and stronger and brighter and more fiery. And use that as a way of like increasing your personal energy level. You can even do it as a meditation before you engage in magic and ritual and see how that works for you. So, YouTube, thank you so much for honoring who I am and what I do. I want to give a humongous thank you to Theresa Reed, more commonly known as the Tarot Lady, for writing this tarot deck into existence. I want to thank Ms. Kailey Whitman for illustrating this gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous tarot deck. I want to thank Sounds True, located in Boulder, Colorado, for taking a chance and publishing this tarot deck. And all of you in YouTube land who have this tarot deck, let me know if you have it. Let me know if you have yet to receive it. Let me know if you pre-ordered it. Let me know if you're going to order it. Let me know if you already have it. Let me know if you're going to do a video with a walkthrough about the deck, etc., etc., etc. And of course, thank you to all of you for all the likes, for all the comments, for all the shares, even on social media platforms that I do not use, like Reddit. And thank you for all the subscriptions to my YouTube channel, and of course thank you to all of you who have been scheduling your sessions, and thank you to all of you who have bought me a coffee. Good night, good day, good night, good day, good night, good week, good weekend, and stay tuned for the next video.